2025 has been a bit of an up and down year for the finals. We've seen some really big creators hop onto the game, but we've also seen some little flaws throughout the development cycle of it. With two massive FPS giants about to come and re-enter the scene towards the end of this year, Embark Studio really needs to prove that their game deserves a spot in the long-term shooter lineup. Today we're going to break down the current state of the finals, the pressure that it's under, and what it needs to do to keep its casual player base going, just like Fortnite, Apex and Warzone. A quick question for you all. Do you think the finals can actually survive this year with Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7 both dropping? Or do you think it's going to fade out like so many other shooters that we've seen come and go? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because honestly, this could be the most important year that the game is ever going to face. Let's start with where the finals stands today. It actually launched as one of the most innovative shooters in years. The destruction system, the movement, and the chaotic sandbox nature, it honestly is a breath of fresh air in a genre that feels so copy and pasted. But after the hyper launch, the challenge has always been player retention. Numbers dropped, casuals have drifted away, and even the core community is still strong. It's not yet a household name like Fortnite, Apex, or Call of Duty. They're known as the ex-Battlefield employees, basically. So that's the issue that Embark faces. If the finals wants to survive through this late period of 2025, it really has to prove that it's not just a niche arena shooter, but a platform that can actually keep casual players logging in week after week. Right now, the balance of the game is in a pretty good place, and there's a lot of hype around it regards to some new content creators currently playing this game. They have to make it stick from here on out. The game just needs to be more sticky in terms of retention. Season 8 really needs to hit that on the head as we come into that season where new games are being released. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to drop a like for the algorithm and hit that subscribe button. Over 90% of you guys who watch this video aren't actually subscribed to the channel. And just a brief pause, I want to say thank you so much for the continued support. The channel growth has been amazing, and I'm really looking forward to see what's going to come for the finals over the next 6 to 12 months. Now, let's talk about competition. We always say, oh, there's no competition because the game is totally different. But in reality, later this year, two juggernauts are back in the scene. Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Battlefield is going to appeal to players who love that massive scale combat, vehicles and all-out war. COD on the other hand, well, it's COD. It always has a casual player base with smooth gunplay, a progression system, and then of course the behemoth that is Warzone. The problem, both of those games are going to siphon attention away from the finals. If Embark doesn't have a clear plan over these next couple of months on how they're going to keep players engaged, they're going to log off and they're never going to come back. And that's why, to be honest with you, it really is do or die this year. Embark has to show its players why it deserves a spot in their game and rotation. But what can they actually do? The finals has always prided itself on being innovative and not like the others. But in reality, there are tried and true methods that can retain players. The first one being retention for casuals through accessibility. Games like Fortnite, Apex and Warzone, they thrive. They aren't just skill-based games, they're really accessible. Fortnite, because people got so good at building, brought in a no-build mode. Apex has casual playlist, and Warzone does keep things fun with limited time events here and there, but to be honest with you, Warzone is just a sticky brand as it is. The final needs more of this. Imagine things like party mode playlists where the focus is on pure chaos, unlimited explosives, crazy modifiers that are already used in the game, and silly objectives like who could maybe destroy the most in a building in 2 minutes. Or maybe a casual cash out mode. It's kind of been touched on now with head to head, faster respawns, smaller maps, more simple objectives, so people can just hop in and mess around without feeling they're getting punished. Fun first, competitive second. The important thing here is things like World Tour, which are supposedly casual, are just full of grinders that are looking to get that emerald so they can have a lovely skin on their weapon that honestly takes way too long. So in reality, they're on Unreal Engine 5. User-generated content should start to become the norm here with gaming, guys. Look at Fortnite creating the maps. Imagine allowing that for your player base with Embark. They're so passionate in the finals in terms of a community. Allow us to start creating content for you guys, because at the moment, you're really missing a trick here. Next, the content needs to keep flowing. I have to say in Season 7, the finals have done a really good job at this, but an example of this is that Fortnite doesn't dominate because of gameplay alone. It dominates because every week there's something new. Skins, events, collaborations. Honestly, the shop alone in Fortnite is absolutely outrageous. It's one of the best things I have ever seen. The concept of being able to run around as Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen and basically shit on Eminem is one of the most outrageous things I've ever seen, but you know what? It's fun. The finals needs consistent and meaningful updates. Imagine weekly destruction challenge where the community has to bring down skyscrapers across maps and the devs actually track and reward it live in game. This sort of engagement is what gives players a reason to check back in. Not this feeling of, oh, I have to do all my challenges, otherwise I'm going to be punished, like a Warzone style where you're out of the meta within literally 2 days if you're not in on the game every day. Going on from this, let's be real. Progression in the finals still feels extremely bare bones compared to some of its competitors. It feels like players don't feel rewarded for their time, and if they're not, they'll just leave. Milestone rewards for destruction totals, long-term career unlocks tied to playstyles, or even themed season passes that lean into crazy ideas like a Hollywood stunt season or a heist season. A little bit more content and creativity around how players can actually progress. At the moment, there's camos in the game, but they're not really great, and to be honest, they're not worth grinding for. So something needs to change there, because at the moment it doesn't feel like there's enough individuality around some of the weapon progressions in the game, and it's something I would love to see. As previously mentioned, one thing that Fortnite nails compared to others is letting the community part of the experience. Live events, crazy crossovers, creative modes. The finals has the tech to do something similar. It's literally on the same engine. Imagine a live event where the entire map collapses mid-map and everyone has to adapt. Or even a player creation hub like I mentioned, where you can design mini arenas and share them amongst your friends. Those kind of moments create hype and bring people back. We've just had Ned the Hammerhead. What a guy. But in reality, he's just kind of in the background of the map. We could have made some sort of a live event surrounding this to really focus in on the lore of the finals. I personally think the finals is extremely close to having a breakout, but they really have to nail it over the next couple of weeks. Let me know down in the comments below what kind of things that you think could really improve the finals player base retention, because right now at the moment I know we're all super passionate about the game, but we're quite a small community still. Lastly, dare we say it, do they ever branch into the realms of a battle royale with this game? Let me know your thoughts on that, because it's something that I am very, very interested in. It's quite a saturated market, but could they pull it off? Here's the harsh truth. When Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7 drop, players will only stick with the finals if they feel like it offers something truly unique and truly worth their time. If Embark fails to capture the casual audience while keeping its core fan base happy, this could be the year where the game fades into the background, and I'm deadly serious. But if they nail it, if they can somehow find that balance between chaos, accessibility, and constant content, then the finals could become the fourth pillar of modern shooters, standing alongside Fortnite, Apex, and Warzone. So, will 2025 be the year the finals break through, or will it be the year that it finally burns out? That truly is the big question. What do you think Embark needs to focus on most here? Content, live events, progression? Make sure to let me know down below. As always, I've been JBS. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.